Hey guys, games with an anime style are quite popular not only in Asia but all around the world. The creators of anime games aren't afraid to experiment, crafting original products that capture players' attention. In this video, I'll be talking about the best, in our opinion, open-world anime-styled games, where you can become part of thrilling stories and experience unforgettable adventures. But first, here are the winners of the last giveaway. I'll message you right after this video. Don't miss the details of the next giveaway at the end of the video. Let's start with Toukiden 2. This game takes us into an open world filled with Oni demons, where you take on the role of a hunter tracking these monsters. The game offers a vast area to explore, including various locations, from peaceful villages to ravaged battlefields. Thanks to a seamless transition system between zones, you can move freely, gather resources, and engage in epic battles with the demons. Particular attention should be given to the Demon Hand mechanic, which allows you to interact with the environment and deliver devastating blows to your enemies. Dragon Quest XI. For 3 decades, Dragon Quest has remained one of the pillars of Japanese RPGs. While many other games evolve and transform over time, Dragon Quest stays true to its original formula. Of course, the game has improved with a bigger world, beautiful animation, voice-acted dialogues, and minigames. But at its core, it's not too different from its predecessors from the last millennium. Turn-based battles and a linear story remain key features, and new regions open gradually as you progress through the story. In terms of gameplay, you explore locations in real time, moving on foot or by various means of transport. Along the way, you'll complete main and side quests while leveling up your characters through turn-based battles. Sword Art Online: Fatal Bullet. The plot of this game is only partially connected to the original anime, but you will encounter its main characters, their enemies, and familiar weapons, skills, and abilities. The game world is dynamic and very well designed, with plenty of elements that create a visually stunning environment. There's a co-op mode for the storyline and a classic deathmatch mode. Overall, it's a dynamic shooter set in the well-known Sword Art Online universe. Also, I'd like to remind you that you can find all these games at Instant Gaming at a great price. And right now, I'm going to purchase a couple of keys for our next giveaway. I'll be buying 3 Steam keys for SpongeBob SquarePants, a fun action platformer about the adventures of SpongeBob and his friends. The price is unbelievably good. This game currently costs $40 on Steam. So, I've bought 3 keys and now I'll activate one. I copy the key, head over to Steam, go to the Games section and activate it. Now, I've got a new game in my library. The link to Instant Gaming is in the description. The remaining 2 SpongeBob keys, plus a few other games, will be part of our next giveaway. Details at the end of the video. Edge of Eternity is a Japanese RPG set in a world ravaged by a disease that turns all infected life forms into aggressive, deadly monsters. The main character, alongside their companion, must do everything in their power to change the fate of this world. Players will experience a turn-based battle system, a colorful open world, a non-linear storyline, weapon upgrade systems, and other familiar elements of Japanese RPGs. Overall, it's an atmospheric game with beautiful graphics, numerous game mechanics, and an engaging story. Tales of Berseria. The 16th installment in the Tales of series, Tales of Berseria introduces players to a fictional kingdom inhabited by humans and fantasy creatures. However, an epidemic is raging across the land, turning people into terrifying demons. To stop the disease, the kingdom executes both demons and citizens who show early symptoms. The story centers around a young woman determined to change everything. The game boasts a large open world, well-developed characters, and a solid combat system. In battles, players can use melee weapons, magical spells, and elemental powers. Piece Odyssey. This vibrant RPG, based on the famous anime, plunges players into grand adventures with Luffy and his pirate crew. The open world is represented by a mysterious island where the crew finds themselves after a shipwreck. The game's world is picturesque and diverse, filled with locations that fans of the anime will recognize. You can explore environments, solve puzzles, and face off against a variety of enemies, from giant gorillas to evil pirates and reptiles. The combat system follows a turn-based strategy approach, with each character possessing unique abilities. Luffy can attack multiple enemies at once, while Zoro delivers powerful bleeding strikes. In Revenant Kingdom, players control multiple characters, switching between them at any time. The main objective is to complete quests and explore the large open world. You'll search for useful items, visit towns and villages, and interact with interesting characters while picking up side quests. The combat is real-time, featuring dynamic action with various types of attacks, aerial moves, and spectacular combos. Enemies constantly attack, making battles fast-paced and challenging, especially boss fights where they use unexpected combinations of moves and magic. NieR Automata. One of the best action RPGs of 2017, Automata tells the story of humanity's fight against alien invaders who nearly wiped out humans using their mechanical minions. The protagonist is a combat android sent to destroy these machines as humanity hides on the moon. The game combines hack-and-slash gameplay with RPG elements. The protagonist wields a large arsenal of weapons, which can be switched mid-battle, and has drone assistants, each with its own abilities. Players explore a vast world, unlocking new areas and upgrading both weapons and drones. Final Fantasy XV. Despite development challenges, Final Fantasy XV is a worthy continuation of the series. The game features top-notch graphics and new gameplay mechanics that provide more freedom of action than previous titles. For the first time in the series, you can explore a vast open world without limitations. Following the story is made more engaging by the protagonist's group of companions. The plot is complex but lacks major twists. The shift towards European RPGs is only partial, reflected in the dynamic combat system. There's minimal character leveling, lots of grinding, and most side quests lead to the same outcomes. In VIII, Lacrimosa of Dana, you play as a young adventurer during an era of great discoveries, enhanced by myths and legends. This action RPG focuses on exploration. Combat is simple with a hack-and-slash system. Alongside basic attacks and dodges, each character has unique moves. New skills are unlocked as characters level up, while existing abilities grow stronger with use. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Kakarot is a grand adventure through the world of Dragon Ball, recreating key events from the iconic anime. You'll experience epic battles and explore vast open areas between major story arcs. The world is filled with vibrant locations from the show, where you can fish, gather resources, and cook meals to strengthen your character. Between story moments, players can explore the open world and engage in random battles. The combat system emphasizes flashy and intense battles with powerful combos and attacks. You'll also upgrade characters' abilities using resources and experience gained along the way. Tales of Arise delivers a truly captivating story with charismatic characters. The game's world is divided into distinct regions, each offering a unique atmosphere and style. It blends exploration with dynamic combat, allowing players to travel across the land of Dana, which may feel linear at times, but its expansive areas and side quests bring variety. Beyond fighting to free oppressed people, players also delve into the personal stories of the characters, making the journey even more engaging. Atelier Ryza 3. This game offers a colorful open world with countless locations to explore. At its heart is alchemy, where players gather resources to craft unique items that aid in their adventures. The world spans from small villages to exotic islands, providing endless exploration. The crafting system is one of the game's highlights. Alongside the main story, there are plenty of side quests to keep the gameplay varied and reveal more about the world. The game's atmosphere is enhanced by relaxing music, interactions with characters, and the ability to build your own workshops. Fairy Tail offers an epic journey with the anime's main characters. Players can control various heroes, complete missions, and fight enemies. The main storyline takes around 30 hours, but there are numerous side quests tied to each character. The game world is packed with content to explore, and interacting with the guild allows players to climb the ranks and unlock new abilities. The turn-based combat system, while simple, has strategic elements where proper equipment and character loadout are crucial for success. Fading Afternoon. This pixel art RPG immerses players in the life of Seiji, an aging Yakuza who has just been released from prison. The game is filled with the brutality and atmosphere of Japanese crime dramas. The open world, inspired by real-life Japan, allows players to explore the city and engage in various activities, from fishing to street brawls. Seiji can use a wide array of moves and weapons, turning each fight into a cinematic experience. The game also focuses on everyday life. Players can enjoy walks around town, visit bars, or play in batting cages. My Time at Sandrock. In this game, players take on the role of a builder in a post-apocalyptic world reminiscent of the Wild West. You can explore a colorful open world while engaging in activities like construction, crafting machines, and fighting monsters. Resource management is crucial, especially with water being a valuable resource. The game also offers opportunities to interact with numerous NPCs, participate in festivals, and build meaningful relationships with the town's inhabitants. Tower of Fantasy. This game transports players to the fantastical open world of planet Ida. One of its standout features is the freedom of movement. You can explore a variety of biomes, from deserts to dense forests, using vehicles or on foot, incorporating parkour elements and a jetpack. The world is filled with secrets, enemies, and treasures, making every journey exciting and unpredictable. Additionally, the game offers a deep crafting system and resource gathering, which play a key role in progression. The storyline unfolds in a post-apocalyptic setting, with each character possessing unique abilities and weapons. The game is free to play. Genshin Impact is a true gem among anime open-world games, immersing players in a fantastic universe. The game is impressive in scale, with 6 vast regions, each distinct in style, culture, and biomes. Players are tasked with exploring this vibrant world, solving puzzles, and battling a variety of enemies. Each character has their own elemental skills, making combat not only dynamic but also visually striking. Additionally, Genshin Impact features co-op gameplay, allowing players to explore the world and complete quests with friends. With constant updates and an abundance of content, it can feel a bit overwhelming at times. Sandland. Players are transported to a world where a demon and the sheriff of a small town embark on an adventure across barren deserts in search of the legendary Phantom Lake. The open world features stunning environments where players can freely explore 2 large regions. Various vehicles, from tanks to robots, add an exciting element to exploration and combat. Battles require strategic planning, and the ability to upgrade vehicles enhances the gameplay even further. Visions of Mana. This adventure takes place in a magical world, allowing players to actively control 3 heroes, each with their own unique combat style and abilities. One of the game's most striking features is its open-world exploration, filled with diverse biomes and collectible items. The game's designers have crafted beautiful, detailed locations that invite players to explore and uncover hidden treasures. The combat system is fluid and dynamic, allowing players to chain attacks and use various tactics depending on character class and abilities. And so, our journey through the best open-world anime games comes to an end. We hope this list has inspired you to embark on new adventures and helped you choose which world to dive into next. To participate in our giveaways, simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Your chances of winning are quite high. Next time, we'll be giving away 2 keys to SpongeBob SquarePants, 1 key to the awesome survival game Conan Exiles, and 2 keys to the anime-style Metroidvania Afterimage. There will be a total of 5 lucky winners. The Image Game channel was with you. Have a nice day.